Hello! It's great that you can join me again to find out more about God's rescue plan. What's that noise? I think it's coming from over there. I'll just go and have a look. Bramble! What are you doing, Bramble? Come on. Look, it's Bramble! Bramble, what were you doing over there? Well, I saw you come out and I wanted to come and listen to the story. And I went and hid behind that bush and I got stuck. Oh, Bramble. But then you came and rescued me like the shepherd. Oh, Bramble. Well, Bramble, our story today is about a shepherd, David. In fact, last week we heard about David and his family and how God had told the priest Samuel to go to David's house because he had chosen the next king. And God didn't choose David's brothers who were strong and tall. No, he chose teeny weeny David. You see, David was a shepherd, but when God looked at him, he saw a king. God didn't look on the outside of a person. He looks at a person's heart. And when David grew up, he became king. And in fact, he was a great king because he had a heart like God's heart. It was a heart full of love. Now, that didn't mean he was perfect. Oh, no, because he did some terrible things. He even had a man murdered. Yes. And David made a big mess of his life. But God can take even the biggest mess and make it work in his plan. That's right, Bramble. David prayed, I need a new heart, Lord, because mine is full of sin. Make me clean inside. God heard David's prayer. He forgave David and he made David a promise. I will make you great, David, and one day a king will be born into your family and he will heal the whole world. That's right. And Bramble, did you know that David was a songwriter? No. Well, he was. He sometimes when he was out on the hillside with his sheep, he'd get out his harp and he'd start making up and singing songs about God and telling God how much he loved him and what he meant to him. And his songs are like prayers. They're called psalms, and we can find them in the book in the Bible called Psalms. Now, there's a very famous one that's called the Song of the Shepherd. And I'm going to read it to you, Bramble. It says, God is my shepherd, and I am his little lamb. He feeds me, he guides me, he looks after me. I have everything I need. Inside my heart is very quiet as lying still in soft green grass, in a meadow by a little stream. Even though I walk through the dark, scary, lonely places, I won't be afraid, because my shepherd knows where I am. He's here with me. He keeps me safe. He rescues me. He makes me strong and brave. He is getting wonderful things ready for me, especially for me. Everything I ever dreamed of. He fills my heart so full of happiness. I can't hold it all inside. Wherever I go, I know God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love will go too. And God gave David that song to sing to his people so they could know that he loved them and he would always look after them. like a shepherd loves and looks after his sheep. And one day God was going to do something that would inspire thousands upon thousands of new songs. God was going to show his people once and for all just how much he loved them. Another shepherd was coming, a greater shepherd. He would be called the Good Shepherd. We know what that is, don't we? Yes, Jesus. And this shepherd was going to lead all of God's lambs back to the place where they had always belonged, close to God's heart. Yes. And that's great, isn't it, Bramble? Because that really encourages us to know that God is always with us, that he loves us and that he protects us and guides us. And I really love that bit, Bramble, where it says about when we walk through the dark, scary, lonely places, we won't be afraid because our shepherd knows where we are. And I remember some years ago when I used to have to walk down a really dark, scary alleyway to get home. And I remember walking down there and singing this song as I went along, and I knew that God was with me. So, I wonder, I think I'm going to challenge all of you this week to see if you can write your own song or own song. It could be something that says about how great God is. It could be something that reminds us of who God is and what he's done for us. Or it could be what God means to you. Whatever it is, just write down how you feel about God and write your own song. I know that's what I'm going to do, Bramble. And you're going to do that too? Cool. Right. So, don't forget to write your songs. And I'll see you next time. Bye.